Hey guys, good morning. I'm going to throw you for a loop, literally. Here's my loop right here. So, I was listening to somebody speak, and he was talking about micro printing, and that nobody is even aware of that almost any line you sign on, a check, anything like that. I'm going to show you some examples. But checks where there's a line and it says, endorse here or sign here, if you look at it with a magnifying glass, it's not actually a line. It's actually words. Like I just got a money order for, I just found out about this, a money order for my rent, and I looked at it and it's not a line. It looks like a line when you look at it with your naked eye without a magnifying glass. If you look at it with a powerful magnifying glass, you'll see in Western Union specifically it says, I think, authorization signature. And this is, we don't want to wrap in too much conspiracy into this because it's just for fraud purposes, but it is kind of interesting because there's a lot of other fraud protection, obviously, and I'll show you examples, but it's kind of amazing, like to the extent that they do fraud protection. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay, so I'm going to show you example. My passport is the one thing that I have right now that was very clear. I'll show you a couple examples here. And I don't know, you're not going to be able to really see it. You're going to have to get your own high-powered magnifying glass and look for yourself. But any personal check, any check from a job, a business, you'll just have to look. But if there's a box, so I've noticed, I can show you examples here. Anyway, so here, I'm going to show you. So this line right here that you see, this is my old passport. That line actually says name, 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 name. It's not a line. I don't know if I do. It might work. We'll try it, but I don't think so. I don't think you guys will be able to see. If I do that, kind of, I don't know. Yeah, so you're going to have to do it on your own. A regular magnifying glass might be able to see it. It's going to be a little bit difficult. Another one that I found interesting was, so on, where that blue part, where the blue of Washington meets the lower part, so try not to, I don't know, so this line right up here, it says Washington my home, Washington my home, Washington my, it's not even a line, it's just where this upper part meets, see the darker part there, right at that point where it changes. It says Washington my home, Washington my home, Washington my home in micro printing, and you can't see it, with your naked eye. You have to use a magnifying glass, a powerful magnifying glass. Now this is a weird one, so I had to look at this really close. So a couple things. So this is a title to my old car. Now down here we noticed that a friend of mine, we were looking together and noticed that these boxes, when you sign in a box, for some reason it doesn't have the microprinting on the line, but up here there is microprinting and I can't read it. It says a lot of things, and I don't remember. I think my friend could read it, but I can see letters. So if you look at a title with a high power magnifying glass, it looks kind of like splotched ink. But if you go down here, you'll see there's a solid line. You know, you can see the difference. You know, for sure. But it's weird. Like if you look really closely, I look really closely and I can see letters on these lines here. The line you sign on, but I can't read it. But that's the only one I haven't been able to read. Every other line you sign on is actually words. It's not a line. So that's going to trip you guys out. I'm sure a lot of you don't know about that. And yeah, so not that it really matters, but I guess if anything, for me, you know, it just adds into, you know, there's a lot of things you see and what you think you see isn't really what it is, you know. I think that's a fact, and I'm not getting into the whole conspiracy thing because, you know, I mean, yeah, we won't go there. But anyway, pretty interesting stuff. And all right, I'll talk to you guys a little later. Bye.